What's up everyone? Welcome to my first long form YouTube video ever. I'm honored that you're finding this, you clicked on the link, whatever, it just makes me so happy. Those of you that know me, I started making content on TikTok. I decided I'm also gonna make content on YouTube because it's fucking fun. So today we're talking about 4 new watches from Patek Philippe. All have these like gem set. They either have diamonds, rubies, or sapphires. Beautiful. First things first though, we're gonna do this in every episode. We're gonna do a little wrist check. So this is the C60 Sapphire from Christopher Ward. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere so you can see it better. This is my first watch over $1,000. It's kind of my trusty watch, my first long form YouTube video. I figured, why not fucking wear it on? Next, before we get into the watches, I'd be grateful if you could hit that like button or subscribe. It would help me out tremendously. This is my first video. I'm trying to grow on this platform. If you just want to support me, it's completely free. You just gotta hit subscribe and like. It'd be awesome. Also, if you stay to the end, that would be awesome as well, because I'm actually gonna give my full thoughts and actually a little bit of controversy with these watches that are coming out. Now next, a little backstory just on Patek Philippe. They were founded in 1839. They've been doing gem setting since anyone can remember. This mainly consisted of women's wristwatches, but they're also doing men's. You know, they're trying to stay inclusive. You gotta respect that. Now, honestly, if you know me, you know that gem setting on watches makes me want to throw up. I never wear those watches. You ever see like an iced out Cartier Santos or like I've seen like aftermarket iced out APs. I'm like, who the hell would do this? The people who do this to their watch, they want you to know that they spend a lot of money on the watch. They don't care about the watch, they don't care about the horology. I mean, it's just like they want to be flashy. They do that. Like the only time you're ever seeing the 4 watches I'm showing you is gonna be like on like a Prince in the Middle East or something like that. Courtside at a Knicks game or at a concert and the head person at the concert will be wearing some flashy ass shit. That's it. Think the Rainbow Daytona, honestly. That watch came out. John Mayer, you're seeing that on famous athletes. That's pretty much it. I understand watches like that are expensive. They're hundreds of thousands of dollars, way too expensive to me. Why would I pay that? I never paid that. I'd rather have 10 watches at $10,000 than a $100,000 watch. Every time. All right, so the 4 watches, they released 2 of 2 different references. So they released 2 reference 6300s and 2 reference 5271s. Each of them have 2 watches and each of those reference numbers, making that 4. So the reference 6300 is often called the Grandmaster Chime. Grandmaster Chime was actually released in 2014 as a part of the 175th anniversary of Patek Philippe. Patek loves to create complicated watches, and this is no different. It has 20 different complications. Insane! However, in the name, the most important part of this is the fact that this watch chimes. Now, this is becoming very popular recently. You're seeing Christopher Ward come out with their own chiming watch. Omega just came out with theirs, I think in rose gold. Now Patek's coming out with another one. This is definitely a theme we're seeing. Obviously, Christopher Ward being at the cheapest you could possibly get, around $3,000, but you know, these are going to be so expensive. I don't even think they've released the prices yet. Let's break down the 2 6300s. So the 400G has 409 baguette set diamonds throughout the watch. This include the case, both of the bezels. Yes, this watch has 2 fucking bezels and the fold over clasp. Honestly, what the fuck? They were just like, let's just make this the flashiest as possible. Honestly, you gotta respect it. Now to the 401G, this has 118 blue sapphires on the bezel and fold over clasp. And then throughout the rest of the watch, there are 219 baguette cut diamonds. We replaced some of the diamonds with the sapphires, but like still, what the fuck? Like they only make these watches even crazier was adding an iced out bracelet. Like imagine like all of these diamonds and then, oh, by the way, let's just make it on the bracelet too. Like let's not make it leather. Let's just like, I don't know. Why didn't they do that? They should have just gone all the way. They were gonna go all this way. Fine. The next reference is the 5271, which is the Perpetual Calendar. So the first Perpetual Calendar ever released from Patek Philippe was the 1518 in 1941. Perpetual Calendar is almost what Patek Philippe's known for, this high horology. Like if I were to get one watch from Patek, it would be Perpetual Calendar. They're just gorgeous. They're known for it. The movement is beautiful on the case back on all of them. So in the 5271 that we're releasing with these diamond sets, they have the 11P and the 12P. Yes, both are equally fucking nuts. 11P has 80 baguette set diamonds throughout the watch. Now this watch personally, I actually love. And the reason I love it is the dial blue in combination with the sapphire is killer. Blue is obviously very in right now. You can tell by my watch, but a number of companies like think the Nautilus, blue dial, most popular. Royal Oak, blue dial, most popular. And those of you that are in the more like the cheaper category, right? The PRX Powermatic, most popular, blue dial. Blue dial is in right now. This blue dial is out of this world. Think even Vacheron overseas. Out of the 4 watches I'm showing, we're on the 3rd right now. This is the watch I actually would wear. The blue I think is not too flashy. I mean, obviously with sapphires it's flashy, but I mean, this is wearable in my opinion. Now, am I wearing this on the subway in New York City? No, but out to like an extremely fancy dinner, a black tie event, something like that. Want a little bit of pop, but not too much. It's not that flashy. Sapphires aren't as flashy as a real baguette cut diamond. Not bad. Now over to the 12P. This has 80 baguette cut rubies, as you probably guessed. You're also on the bezel, the lugs, and the fold over clasp, just like the 11P. And the reason why I love the red is honestly, like, you don't really see that many red dial watches anymore. Like, the only red dial off the top of my head, or red watch in general, is the Black Bay with the red bezel. Sure, there's some I'm forgetting, but this red is like, it's sweet. Like, you know Mr. Wonderful is going to get this watch. You know it with the red band, and this, it's gonna be hot. It just simply is. I know he's gotten this before, but they may even custom make a strap just for him with the red. Woo! Like, can you imagine that on Shark Tank? Can you imagine one of these YouTube videos? I guarantee you, watch. If that comes out, I will stitch this on TikTok and show you I was right. Now, if you stayed this long, that's very good. We're gonna talk about the controversy with this watch and why I think it's controversial and why a lot of people are. You see, around 2 weeks ago, AP released those gem set Royal Oaks. I understand that was for the 50th anniversary, but that was a masterclass in gem setting. Don't you think it's pretty odd that Patek Philippe released these gem set watches that I don't think they've really had gem set on these references? Oh, and also in the article citing that they've been making watches since the 1800s and they were the pioneer in gem setting and all this shit. Isn't that kind of shot at AP? There's always been beef with these two companies. They're probably the two biggest Swiss watchmakers in the world, obviously, in terms of especially being the most expensive and having the most history. But why aren't more people talking about this? Like, I've seen it a couple times, but you know, they just came out with those crazy gem set. Let's come out with our crazy gem set, both equally awesome, very different. The AP's being more flashy because that's what AP's known for. And those of you that know me, I do like the Royal Oak, but I've always been a Patek guy. I think they're high horology. I think they're going in the right direction. I think AP with their offshore collection, even with the Code 1159, these are pretty watches, but like, are they gonna stand the test of time? No. The whole point of buying a Royal Oak, the whole point of buying a Perpetual Calendar from Patek Philippe is they were hot 50 years ago and they're hot now. They're gonna be hot 50 years from now. Do you think somebody's gonna be wearing these like 45 to 50 millimeter offshores 20 years from now? No, we're all gonna be like, what the hell are we doing? Same thing with Richard Mille. I guess if you're buying these watches, you don't really care about the price because you have unlimited money. So it's like, you're not buying this as a one watch collection. Anyway, what's your favorite out of these four? Definitely comment below and make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on all socials. Why the fuck not? I'm gonna try to release 2 YouTube videos a week, so stay tuned and happy collecting.